Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Let's Play Star Trek Online. I am Andrew, and it's been a while, again, as always. In this video, I'm going to do a quick review on my first Tier 6 ship, which is the Phantom Intel Escort. I purchased this last week, along with another Intel vessel. So, in this one, we'll just do a quick look at the ship, some of the write-up. We'll have a look at the build, and then I'll jump into one of the sector patrols in the Tau Dewa system. So, here we go. Tier 6, and there she is. Yeah, as I said, I purchased this as of last week for 3,000 Zen, as all the other ones are, and obviously, as you can see, I've got the Eclipse Intel Cruiser, but I'll do that in another video. There's a few pictures obviously released with it. Very defiant looking, or defiant class looking, but in my eyes better. It's from what I can gather, it's from what I've seen. I've only seen a couple. It's only slightly bigger than the Defiant, but it packs, in my eyes, more of a punch than what the Defiant does. Right, so this Tier 6 Intel Escort was designed for stealth, speed, and delivering withering volleys of weapon fire at an unsuspecting target. It is equipped with a cloaking device, as is all the others, and active sensor arrays, again like all the others, that allow it to gather information about a target to expose a vulnerability. The Phantom comes equipped with a heavy phaser lance universal console. This devastating weapon is capable of delivering a deadly blast of directed energy at a target. Additionally, using the lance on a target that has been exposed by the Phantom's active sensor arrays causes the weapon to deal significantly more damage and completely bypasses the target shields. And I'm going to say it does work. This console can only be equipped on the Phantom Intel Escort and the Fleet variant. The Fleet isn't released yet, but they say that it's going to be released soon. I don't know how long soon is, but can be put into any of their console slots. You may equip one of these consoles. After achieving level 5 in your mastery, you will unlock oh, for fuck's sake, whatever trait. While this trait is slotted in an enemy's while this trait is slotted and an enemy misses you in combat, you have all of your tactical and intelligence bridge officer ability recharge times significantly reduced slightly. This reduction can happen every few seconds, and it cannot reduce an ability's recharge time below its group cooldown. Intel ships are all capable of passive warp signature masking. This passive ability grants the Intel ship a tiny amount of stealth, which will render the Intel craft undetectable at long range. This passive stealth bonus is removed when the starship activates its cloaking device. Obviously, you need to be level 50 or level 60. Well, level 50 to 60, shall I say, to get it. Hull strength is 31,050 at level 50 and 38,000 at level 60, and I am level 60, so I get the full for that. Shield modifier is 0.9, crew only 150, weapons 4 forward, 3 aft, 2 device slots for your bridge officers, 1 Lieutenant Commander Tactical, 1 Commander Tactical / Intelligence Officer, 1 Lieutenant Commander Engineering, 1 Lieutenant Science Intel, or Intelligence Officer, and 1 Ensign Universal. console modifications: 5 tactical, 3 engineering, 2 science. Base turn rate is 17 degrees per second, which is really good. I mean, this thing flies incredibly well. Impulse modifier of 0.22, plus 10 power to weapons and engines, can load cannons. It's got a cloaking device, the heavy phaser lance universal console, active sensors, sensor array, gathers intelligence, loads, you get quite a few expose vulnerability, defences, weapons and critical systems, your Starship ability package, precise weapon systems, tactical manoeuvring, enhanced weapon systems, devastating weaponry, and your tier 5 trait for your master troops is there, which I'm not going to fucking say. Right, so we'll take a wee look at her. There she is. I have kind of made a pink. I was getting bored of the way that I was kind of blending in with people, so I thought, meh. So yeah, as you can see, I'm tier 2 on my mastery for this, for my intel. Tier 1 gets you 5% accuracy, tier 2 gets you 5% defense, tier 3 is plus kinetic and plus 10% all damage resist, well, all enemy damage I say. Tier 4 is plus 2.5% critical chance, and that's your tier 5 ability. When missed, 10% recharge time on intelligence and tactical bridge officers when they miss you. The weapons I chose for this, I played with a few ideas. I am damaged as well. I played with a few ideas of what I wanted it to build with, but after using this weapon type, I saw how much damage it did, and I love it, to be honest. I'm using corrosive plasmas, which I've had these and the beams stocked up in my bank since Delta Alliance, well, basically since the first people dropped them on the exchange when Delta Alliance was released, and they cost an arm and a leg back then. Now they are pretty incredibly cheap, to be honest. So I'm using corrosive plasma dual heavy cannons Mark 12 up front. This one has got accuracy times 2 and critical hit, accuracy times 2, critical hit, and critical damage and critical hit times 2. I wanted to keep trying to get my critical, crit H up quite a lot. On the back, I am going to get rid of this, but corrosive plasma turret again, Mark 12, accuracy times 2, critical hit, and the other one is accuracy and critical hit times 2. So my main goal was really try and stay accurate, but also try and get my my critical chance up. And obviously in the middle I have got the omnidirectional anti-proton beam array, but that's only because really I'm using the warp core. I'm actually grinding for a new warp core, so that will disappear and a new turret will take place. Will take its place. So yeah, the torpedo, I'm using the neutronic torpedo launcher Mark 12. Excuse me. This is from the I'll show you, from the Delta Alliance rep. I can't show you apparently. Oh yeah, there you go, it's there. So it took a little bit of grinding, but I got there. Oh shit! There we go. So yeah, bloody good torpedo, does quite a lot of damage. You can see these are the base stats. Those are, the stats increase when you're in space. My deflector is the adapted Mako positron deflector array Mark 13. I upgraded it. This deflector, I'm actually going to change this deflector for probably either the Delta Alliance one or the Counter Command one. I'm not quite decided on which one I want to do. But at the moment I'm concentrating getting to tier 5 on Delta Alliance, so I may choose. I'll settle on what I want then. Advanced Fleet Combat Impulse Engines Mark 12, speed times 3 and turn rate. I was going to say why I got them, but I just wanted them. The Obelisk Subspace Rift Warp Core Mark 12. I've had this since since the episode where you got the Obelisk carrier came out, so yeah, it's just stayed with me. I've also got Resilient Shield Mark 12, capacity times 3. I was using... oh shit. I was using... where are you? I think I put it in my bank. I have put it in my bank. I was using the Adapted Makeup Variant Mark 13. I just need it. I've had this for a while, and same as the deflector. I just wanted a bit of a change, and with the get rid of that as well. With this shield as well, you get 5% absorption and 5% bleed through, compared to just 10%. So I still get 10%. Well, technically, still get 10%, but yeah, and I get more regeneration as well, which is what I wanted. Just in my devices, just heavy phaser turret and heavy plasma. Engineering consoles, I'm using 2 Neutronium Mark 14s, so I get plus 22.5 kinetic and plus 22.5 all energy damage resistance each with those. This console, obviously it's the heavy phaser lance universal. Using the field generator Mark 14, so 22%, 22.5% maximum shield capacity. The Bioneural Gel Pack, which that with the neutronic torpedo, I get a plus 14.2% radiation damage and plus 20% cooldown reduction to the torpedo as well. So I'm currently grinding for a beam at the moment, but whether I'd actually use it, because I'm actually using the corrosive plasmas, not the Thoron Polaron, so here's another thing. Right, I'm using the in my tactical slots the counter command multi-conduit energy relay Mark 12. This is obviously going to change for another console, but for the time being I just thought, why is it there? As I get plus 26.2% radiation damage. So is that actually a photon weapon? I'm not too sure. Normal plasma projectiles do average. Effectively, it doesn't actually say. Never mind. Never mind. Plasma infuser, Mark 12, obviously green. At the time of me kind of like purchasing this, the purples were too bloody expensive. So yeah, so I gave that a miss and got this just to help my plasma weapons. I've also got directed energy. Oh, for fuck's sake! That bastard beat. Ignore the shit. Shite. That disrupts this. No, that's not right. And that's anti-proton. That's phaser. Crap. I know why. I was testing out my the other Intel chip, and that's got the beams. So I just ported everything across. So shit. Yeah. So sorry. Ignore those. And it's turned out to be some kind of video. Some video. This, eh? Proton particle stabilizer, +3 weapon power setting, engine power, +3 engine power setting, plus 17.3 Starship Electroplasma systems, and plus 13.1 proton damage, but I haven't got anything. I've not got proton, so so yeah. You can see the base stats: 37,999 for the hull. Repair rate, repair rate 0. Shields are 6,085, and my resists are 30,000. Oh, sorry, 30.6%. Obviously, when we get into space, I will obviously show you the update. Just quickly repair this. Customization. You get more than I thought for the for customization. I mean, that's what it looks like when you first get it. They're quite dark with this. Actually, not even active, are they? Really black. The skin's not on. Or you can choose between the Type 2, but you need the Scryer Intel chip for these nacelles, which I don't particularly like these nacelles, to be honest, but I guess it gives the ship that little extra something. And you see the pattern's been been activated, which just makes it a little bit shiny, but when it's in the light it doesn't really do much. Let's go back to that. Choose between several windows. So let's leave it on intelligence for now. Materials. So the intelligence. Type 1. Type 2. Type 3. Oh shit. Type 4. Type 5. Type 6. Type 7, which is quite weird because you get these. I don't know if you'll be able to see them, but you get these like little specks, like little bits of flake on the hull. So when you turn around, you can just see them. That's quite cool. And obviously you also get the upgrade, which is makes it just look quite shiny. Well, bits of it make it look quite shiny. As of you get to choose between two hulls, Phantom or the Phantom Beta, which closes up these two shiny bits either side of the deflector, and basically turns some of the lights off as well. Then the nacelles, because I've got the Eclipse, you can choose its nacelles or standard nacelles that it comes with, or the red ones, like red versions, as it were, of the standards. Let's leave it like that for now. The secondary hull. Shit, it's just. There we go. Secondary hull, Phantom Beta, which kind of gets rid of the patterning going along the hull, or Gamma, which opens up the back, the rear of the ship. Which in a way I prefer the closed off bit. The hatch, which is here, which is where your vulnerability probe comes out of. You can change it from, basically change the look of it, so you get some a bit more patterning to it. Epsilon and Gamma. And obviously paint jobs, which obviously you got intelligence, but again when you hit the light, it doesn't really do much for the ship. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but yeah. Or Corvus is always a nice paint job. Let's quickly show you it in Corvus actually. Corvus. So that's what the ship looks like in Corvus anyway. So that's really nice. Or if you have it in intelligence. Basically looks similar, but just kind of amplifies certain areas of the ship. So yeah. Anyway, quickly show you the stats in space. I will be doing another video on probably for this ship actually, without all the mistakes I've made. I'm also going to do a video on the eclipse as well. Or I might do a video either on my Klingon or my Romulan character, as they've both got, as of like several months ago, they've got new ships. So I'll just get myself out of the way here. Towards the sun. There we go. Alright, yeah. So, my stats in space. Crew complement obviously 150, crew recovery rate 50% a minute. Alive crew obviously that 150. Stealth detection rating 20.87. Power transfer rate is 235.7, 11.8 a second. Hull defence is 21.7%. My hull is 54,411. That's obviously thanks to some traits I've got active and so on. Hull repair rate is 142.4% a minute. I'd love that to be higher. I'm not sure yet on how to increase that. Shield regeneration rate is 156 shields for 6 seconds. Shields are 10,254. My kinetic resist to everything is 30, well, averaging say 38%. I was going to use Top Gear maths there. Bonus accuracy is 30%, critical severity is 50%, and critical chance is 2.5%. I'd love to, I'm trying to get that high, I want that higher, but it's proving very hard. Flight, turn rate 12.5 degrees a second, flight speed 35.51, and my inertia is 75. My stations, alright, yeah. Sorry, I got a bit confused there. I've got an engine. So my Commander Tactical Intelligence Officer. I basically am maxing out all the intelligence abilities that obviously I want to use my intelligence officer in space. So he's quite happy sitting there. Lieutenant Commander Tactical. I've got him. Obviously, this guy sat there. Lieutenant Commander Engineering and Lieutenant Intelligence Science Officer. So he sat there. And obviously Entity Universal is my engineer again, so I can regen quite happily and still pack a punch as well, and still have fun with the intelligence abilities as well. So I don't really want to bore you for longer than I already have, so what I'm going to do is jump to Tau Dewa and straight away and jump into a space battle. There is one. And I shall get back to you after the battle is done. I hope you enjoy this battle. well, there you go. That went better than I thought it would have. Obviously there were other people in there as well, which always helps. But yeah, I hope you, apart from the mistakes I made, I hope you had fun watching this video. As always, please either like or subscribe, or both, whatever. Again, sorry for the mistakes, but yeah, that is it. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Andrew, and thank you very much. Goodbye.